we have already studied the concept of shares. Share is a share in the share capital of the company. It is a small part of share capital of the company. There are two types of shares, preference shares and ordinary means equity shares. We have to solve the problems on issue of shares. The share may be preference share or equity share. Before starting the problems, we have to study the structure of capital, that is types of the concept of capital for this topic. First is authorized capital. It is also known as nominal capital. Authorized capital is that capital which has been authorized by memorandum of the company, that is by law. Authorized capital याचा अर्थ असा आहे, ज्यावेळेला कंपनी तयार होते त्यावेळेला दोन प्रकारची डॉक्युमेंट्स तयार केली जातात, लीगल डॉक्युमेंट्स. दॅट इज मेमोरँडम ऑफ असोसिएशन इज द इम्पॉर्टंट डॉक्युमेंट, ज्याला घटना, कंपनीची घटना असं म्हणतात, जशी आपली इंडियाची घटना आहे त्याप्रमाणे. मेमोरँडम ऑफ असोसिएशन अँड आर्टिकल्स ऑफ असोसिएशन. इन मेमोरँडम ऑफ association, maximum capital is included which the company can issue during its lifetime. This maximum capital is known as authorized capital, that is nominal capital. Okay, we will take one example. If authorized capital of the company is 7,000 shares of rupees 10 each. Okay, this is an example. If authorized capital, that is the maximum capital the company can issue during its lifetime, is 7,000 shares of rupees 10 each, means the authorized capital is 7,000 into 10, that is 70,000. 70,000 is the authorized capital of that company which the company can issue during its lifetime. Okay, now कोणतीही कंपनी आपलं ऑथोराइज कॅपिटल हे सगळंच्या सगळं एकदम इश्यू करत नाही. तिच्या लाईफटाईममध्ये जशी गरज पडेल त्याप्रमाणे कंपनी त्यातलं हवे तेवढेच शेअर्स विकते, म्हणजेच शेअर्स इश्यू करते. ओके, सो इश्यूड कॅपिटल, जर त्या 7,000 शेअर्सपैकी कंपनीने 5,000 शेअर्स पब्लिकला विकायला काढले, म्हणजे इश्यू केले पब्लिकला, तर 5,000 into 10, that is 50,000 will be issued capital of the company. ओके, जे शेअर्स कंपनी विकायला काढते त्या सगळ्या शेअर्सना शेअर होल्डर्स कडून डिमांड येते असं नाही. ज्या शेअर्सना शेअर होल्डर्स कडून डिमांड येते त्याच्यासाठी ॲप्लिकेशन्स येतात, जे शेअर्स कंपनीचे विकले जातात, that capital is called as subscribed capital. समजा 5,000 शेअर्स पैकी 4,000 शेअर्स सबस्क्राइब झाले असं गृहीत धरूया, तर into 10 will be subscribed capital of the company. So 5,000 minus 4,000, that is 1,000 shares into 10 will be unsubscribed capital of the company. Okay, now शेअर्सची किंमत 10 रुपीज असली तरी सुद्धा हे 10 रुपीज हे 10 रुपये कंपनी लगेच मागवत नाही शेअर होल्डर्सकडनं. त्यांची डिव्हिजन केली जाते. ॲट द टाइम ऑफ ॲप्लिकेशन कंपनी मे डिमांड 2 रुपीज पर शेअर. याचा अर्थ जर मला एक शेअर विकत घ्यायचा आहे तर मी कंपनीला 2 रुपये ॲप्लिकेशन बरोबर पाठवायचे आहेत. 5 शेअर्स विकत घ्यायचे असतील तर 5 शेअर गुणिले 2 रुपये म्हणजे 5 गुणिले 10 रुपये मी कंपनीला पाठवायचे आहेत. This will be the first installment at the time of application. Then at the time of allotment, company may demand rupees 3 per share. There is remaining amount is of rupees 5. Company may demand as third installment rupees 4 per share, and company may keep the remaining 1 rupee will be as reserve. Okay, let's see here. if company demanded this much amount, 4 plus 3 7 plus 2 9, then from these 4000 shares, company will demand 9 rupees per share. So 4000 into 9 will be called up capital, which is called by the company from its shareholders. Okay, let's see if the company calls 3 plus 2 5 rupees, then 4000 into 5 will be called up capital of the company. Remaining amount 4 will be 4000 into 5 will be uncalled capital, and from that amount if company is keeping 1 rupee in reserve, then 4000 into 1 will be reserve capital of the company. The company can call reserve capital only at the time of liquidation of the company. It will be kept as reserve. Okay. Now paid up capital. If company has called only rupees 5 up till now from the shareholders, called up capital will be 4000 into 5, but from that amount only 3900 shares amount is received by the company. So the paid up capital, that is paid by the public, will be 3900 into 5. This amount will be paid up capital of the company, because this amount is received by the company and paid by the shareholders. So this amount is called as paid up capital of the company. And the remaining amount, that is from 4000 we will deduct 3900 shares, 100 shares are remaining. This shareholder, the owner of 100 shares, has not paid his amount, that is rupees 5. So this amount 100 into unpaid amount, that is rupees 5, is called as unpaid capital, that is calls in arrears. Okay, understood? So in this way, this is the capital structure of the joint stock company. While solving the problem, we have to understand authorized capital, meaning of authorized capital, what is the issued capital is, what is the subscribed capital, and what is the called up and uncalled capital, or what is the paid up capital and what is the unpaid capital, that is calls in arrears kept by the shareholders. Okay, that's all.